Right now, how Dane County is scoring big with renewable energy, how it's doing it, and why the EPA is recognizing those efforts.
And we are tracking some storms tomorrow. We'll have the first warn forecast coming up.
Plus, we're looking ahead to Black Restaurant Week. We'll tell you how it's a big part of recognizing Black-owned businesses in our community.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5 tonight, everyone. It's hot and humid outside. Temperatures are still in the upper 80s across southern Wisconsin, but there is some good news. The alert day for tonight has been dropped.
Yeah, there is one that remains. That's tomorrow. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the weather patio tonight, tracking the timing of possible storms tomorrow. Kelly?
Yeah, the atmosphere is kind of a mess right now. We've got these clusters of storms kind of random about the upper Midwest. Most of them has been avoiding Wisconsin today so far. Can't rule out an isolated one later tonight, but better chances later tomorrow. That's why we do have a first warn alert day for the potential of some strong to severe storms. That'll be arriving later in the day, mainly into the evening hours and overnight period. That's why we do have the first warn alert day. As I mentioned, most of the storms have been avoiding most of the state. There have been some way up in northern Wisconsin. We've seen this cluster of intense storms over Iowa, and that kind of robbed us of any kind of energy and giving us any kind of thunderstorm development today. We've had some high thin clouds. Also, we got some of the smoke from some of those fires out west that have been creating some hazy conditions as well. Right now, we do have the hazy skies, the dew point temperatures. We love the dew points, don't we, when they're in the low 70s? Well, maybe not. 71 right now, and you can really feel it. Feels like the 90s. 94 is the current heat index. That's what it feels like when you factor in that humidity. 96 right now in Janesville and across Dane County. It feels like 94 currently in Middleton, also Wanakee. The actual temperature at 88, so it is a very warm, sticky late afternoon on this July. Temperatures this evening, though, backing off to the 70s. There might be an isolated shower this evening, but I think most of us should stay dry this evening. We'll track those storms that will be developing later tomorrow night. We'll have more on that coming up in the first warn forecast.
Thank you. Fitchburg police have arrested a 22-year-old woman after they say she stabbed another woman during an argument outside of an apartment building on Post Road. Just before 2:30, officers say they got a call about a stabbing in a parking lot, but they weren't able to find a victim. They later found a 22-year-old victim at a nearby business. She was taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers were able to locate a suspect at the Post Road apartment building. She faces charges of first-degree recklessly endangering safety.
New tonight at 5, an Elkhorn woman was arrested yesterday for her alleged role in a crash back in April that left 4 people dead. 24-year-old Lexus Bodeker faces multiple charges, including 4 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. The charges stem from a 3-vehicle crash that occurred in Lima Township back on April 13th. 3 people died at the scene of the crash. 1 died a few days later. Bodeker was taken into custody with assistance of the Walworth County Sheriff's Office. She's scheduled to make a court appearance on August 26th. Dane County is 13th in the nation for generating renewable energy.
And 20th for local government use of green power. That's according to a newly released report from the EPA. Our Ellie La Liberté breaks down what those rankings mean for Dane County.
This isn't the first time that the county has been recognized for its renewable energy efforts, and people I talked to today say they aren't surprised that there's been another recognition.
I think we're going in the right direction.
Dane County is a very progressive county.
I think it's encouraging, just that we're not going to use up all our resources.
Renewable energy like solar and wind power have put Dane County near the top of 2 EPA lists. The new reports detail the county's usage of green energy from 2023.
So the EPA has a green power program where they track businesses, local governments, other entities that are procuring clean energy for their own operations.
Kathy Kuntz is the director of the Dane County Office of Energy and Climate Change.
So the data we just reported to the EPA is for all of 2023, and that was a transition year. So about 65% of our total electricity was renewable offset. But in 2024, it'll be 100%.
That means now Dane County is producing enough energy for all county operations, which includes places like Henry Vilas Zoo and the Dane County Regional Airport.
The first in Wisconsin to be 100% renewable offset. This is a big deal. We're proving it's possible.
Dane County also received recognition from the EPA in 2021 for leadership in renewable energy.
It will show you the solar on that building.
17 county buildings have solar panels installed, and the county is also partnering with Alliant Energy and Madison Gas and Electric. Kuntz says there are other benefits.
So there's no ongoing cost for coal or natural gas to make this fuel. There's also no ongoing pollution.
Dane County says its next steps are to continue to help other local governments implement renewable energy. Reporting in Dane County, Elio Liberté, News 3 Now.
Ellie, thank you. The Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions has launched a new tool to spot and avoid financial scams. The Investment Scam Tracker includes descriptions of fraudulent or deceptive scams based on consumer complaints reported to the DFI. With the tracker, a person can search a company name, scam type, or keyword. It also includes a list of frequently asked questions and links to additional questions. DFI says imposter scams are the most reported and oftentimes the most difficult to detect.
Starting today, absentee voting sites are open. It marks 2 weeks from the day of the primary election in August. To get an absentee ballot, you'll need to show valid ID. If you're not sure whether you have what's required, you can find a list of valid IDs on the City of Madison website. There you'll also find a list of early voting locations. You can vote from now until the Sunday before Election Day. Now, one thing to note, you cannot register to vote the Saturday, Sunday, or Monday before Election Day. People voting on August 13th can register on the day of at the polls. For more information on where to cast your vote and when those locations are open, head to this story linked at channel3000.com. There you'll find a link to the city website.
Well, August is almost here, and it is Black Business Month. The Black Chamber of Commerce in Madison is making a special week to celebrate.
And our Meryl Hubbard went to an event previewing the week this morning and is now out at different restaurants who are participating in this celebratory week. Meryl?
Yeah, Eric and Susan, for 1 week in August, 30 Black-owned businesses are sharing special deals and menus for people in Madison. Now, I'm going to 3 out of those 30 restaurants. Behind me is Cliff's Willie Street Eats, and this is just one option people can choose from during this special week. So you're going to want to save the date for August 11th through 18th because this is the week you can visit a variety of Black-owned businesses. The Black Chamber of Commerce wants these vendors to thrive and for people to get a taste of their unique foods. I met a new coordinator for the Chamber of Commerce, and she says there's nothing like food to bring people together.
You can share cultures. Cultures is a really big thing for me. My family is from a small country in West Africa, Togo, and so, you know, country of amazing food. And so for me, being able to taste different kinds of food from different kinds of places kind of feels like, you know, a little bit of me is there.
To top the week off, there will also be a jamboree on August 18th at Olin Park, where you can experience at least 50 different Black-owned restaurants and vendors. If you are a business owner that wants to get in on this action, you can also attend a mixer that's being run by the Black Chamber of Commerce on August 21st. Reporting in Madison, I'm Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Meryl, thank you. Tomorrow is also the season grand finale of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's Concerts on the Square. We'll have live coverage of the iconic Rhapsody in Blue with special guest pianist John Novacek. Organizers say any weather-related decision will be made tomorrow afternoon, and there is a chance for severe weather. So keep posted to channel3000.com on air and online for the latest updates on tomorrow's concert status. Hope we get it in.
Yeah, I know you're excited.
I am. It's my turn.
It is finally your turn, the season finale. Well, WHealth's lung transplant program ranks #1 in the country. That's according to the Scientific Registry of Transplant Recipients. It is a national quality tracker overseen by the Federal Department of Health and Human Services. WHealth's program has an impressive 95% one-year post-transplant survival rate, and the program has breathed life back into Devin Osborne, a Verona native who in the spring of 2022 turned to WHealth after he needed both of his lungs transplanted after a lifelong battle with lung disease.
It was a tough journey, but here we are almost 21 months later, and you know, I'm walking 5 miles, I'm lifting weights, I'm doing everything around my house, I'm flying up and down stairs. It's just an absolute miracle.
Well, the WHealth Transplant Center is the only active adult lung transplant center in Wisconsin, one of just 3 centers in the nation approved to serve our military veterans. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6, our Jalen Banks will bring us more from Osborne about his new lease on life. Meanwhile, a Pennsylvania mother is grateful to have more independence now that she's been fitted with a new robotic arm.
Stephanie Stahl has more on the technology.
Getting around is challenging for Victoria Nedza, who has a rare form of muscular dystrophy. But it's getting easier now with this helper.
It has enabled me to be more independent.
It's an invention created in the robotics engineering lab at Widener University.
It's one of the early iterations, should we say, for the claw.
2 graduate occupational therapy students and a professor were eager to help a stranger who reached out on a whim.
And they were really receptive and responsive right away.
The challenge was to create a robotic grabbing device.
This is the design of the reacher.
The ones available commercially didn't work for the 39-year-old mom.
I always used to ask my son to stop what he's doing to come and help mom grab something. I didn't want to be a burden on him.
Being able to give her that sense of independence was a great feeling.
The Widener team got busy on the drawing boards and fired up the 3D printer.
It's pretty great knowing that we were able to help somebody with something that you can't get off of Amazon or you can't buy it anywhere. To be able to do this for someone means a lot, because knowing that it doesn't exist. It never has existed.
This is the touch sensor right here with my finger.
Okay.
And it opens and closes.
Victoria says the team found a way to work around her hand weakness.
They blew my mind and came up with a solution that I didn't even think of, and that works perfectly.
Picking things up off the floor is no longer a problem for Victoria.
Hopefully this product not only helps me, but other people as well.
Who is forever grateful. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News.
The lab is now part of a community of volunteers making assistive devices for other people like Victoria.
Well, stay with us next at 5. Kelly will rejoin us. A complete look at his first warn forecast.
And one woman's act of kindness for an animal along the roadside has become her personal journey. We'll have that story when we come back.
And on Wall Street, mixed numbers in Tuesday trading. The Dow surging some 203 points. The Nasdaq falls 223. S&P closes down 27. We'll be right back.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
It's a free ride.
But I already paid.
Grab your sunglasses and enjoy the journey of pure excitement. It's the Summer Vibes and Catch and Rides giveaways at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, with a chance to win on August 10th a Barletta pontoon boat and on August 24th a Chevy Traverse. In additional for both dates, a $5,000 and $2,500 cash winner. All entries earned will be eligible for all Summer Vibes and Catch and Rides drawings. Your fun in the sun starts at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Dakota is the solution for better storage. And with Dakota, there's so many ways to store your items with ease. This Dakota Cube Organizer is $29.98 after rebate. Add style to your room with Mohawk Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and has a durable wear layer. Home Expressions Vinyl Plank is $199 per square foot after rebate at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Update your floors with no interest for 12 months with Empire today. Getting new floors for your whole house has never been easier. That's no interest for 12 months on carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate, as many rooms as you want. With no interest for 12 months, you can enjoy the floors of your dreams today. Schedule your free in-home estimate at EmpireToday.com and enjoy no interest for 12 months.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. The senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions. And the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think? Ugh, I love this song so much. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Isolated thunderstorms are expected Tuesday night with better chances on Wednesday at 6. We'll discuss the weather hazards.
Then we sit down with the creator of Black Like Me, a podcast giving voice to the Black experience in Madison. That's tonight at 6.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now. With nearly 400 cases closed and over $700,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Welcome back. A Cambridge girl has become fond of raccoons after she saw one almost get hit by a car.
She saved that one, and she is now raising the furry mammal. Our Kyle Pozorski met up with her to find out more about the story.
Well,
Kyle?
guys, this is it. To be clear, this is not legal to do. The state DNR has many regulations, rather, prohibiting this kind of activity. So like I said, it is illegal. Sophia Simon tells me she got the raccoon off the road to safety. Later, she realized its mother had not returned, and she thought maybe it was injured, now raising it. During that time, she's become really fond of raccoons.
They would always eat our chickens and steal our chickens, and I always thought they were like very aggressive animals. But yeah, I've kind of become very fond of them through this.
Now, while there are possible legal implications and plenty of expert warnings against taking in a wild animal, Sophia says her heart is in the right place, wanting to not see anything bad happen to wildlife. Raccoons do typically stay with their mothers for about a year. Obviously, this one, named Marikai, as she's named it, won't have that luxury as Sophia has to go off to college in about a month. Her plan is to release it back to the wild before then. And again, this is not legal, and we do not recommend taking in a raccoon of your own.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Warm temperatures are ahead. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Kelly Slifka. Kelly?
Yeah, you know, I had a pet raccoon when I was
look out for the raccoons back there, Kelly. There are a lot of them.
Well, probably. But actually, when I was a kid, I had a pet raccoon. Bandit was his name. But anyway, we've got some warm, humid conditions. If you're going to be doing any outdoor activity tonight, you're going to be dripping. Not because of any rain, just because it's so humid. The dew points have been in the 70s. We have had some storms down to the south. That's been the focus in parts of Iowa. That's moving away into Illinois. So that really killed our chances of some storms. There have been some storms up in northern Wisconsin. We can't rule out an isolated storm moving in from the north, but I think the better chances of severe weather tonight will be down to our south and west, getting close to the Mississippi River in Grant County, but that's where that slight risk of severe weather, and there's actually an enhanced risk of severe weather, that brown shading to the south of that. Now, tomorrow we're under a marginal risk of severe weather. It looks like most of tomorrow is going to be dry. It really won't be until tomorrow night when we do have the threat for seeing some isolated severe storms. This will be mainly tomorrow evening, and this will be affecting all of southern Wisconsin. These are going to be coming in rounds of storms, it looks like, later tomorrow night. Otherwise, maybe an isolated storm tonight. I don't think it'll be severe around here, and most of us will likely stay dry. And I think most of tomorrow is going to be dry. It's just going to be one of those steamy afternoons, kind of like what we've seen today. More storms, though, expected later tomorrow night, and that will continue on and off through Thursday. That looks like the better chance of seeing more widespread storms. So the chance of rain tonight, very isolated, maybe even into the overnight. Most of tomorrow dry, but as we get into the evening hours, you notice how that chance of rain, that bar goes up into the bring the umbrella category. So we're looking at about a 40 to 50% chance of showers and storms. And notice it's a pretty long duration of at least seeing that chance of rain tomorrow night. And this will be a lot in the overnight period. We've got all the moisture in place, and the dew points aren't really going to go down until we get into the weekend. So it's going to be pretty oppressive out there going over the next couple of days. Our future track, warm conditions this evening. We'll see mostly clear skies. There may be an isolated storm. You see some of these coming in. Areas to the north, maybe clipping into Marquette and Green Lake counties as we go through the evening hours. But I think most of us will stay dry. Just going to be sticky out there. Temperatures only getting in the upper 60s and low 70s tomorrow morning. Noticing one cluster of storms heads across Iowa. They may get very close to Grant County, but I think once again, most of tomorrow should be dry. It's just going to be one of those hazy, very humid afternoons. Temperatures once again back into the upper 80s again tomorrow afternoon, but that heat index likely to be back in the 90s. Now tomorrow night, still a lot of uncertainty when the chance of these storms coming in, but sometime tomorrow night, it looks like we will see a round of some storms roll in. This might not be until the overnight period into Thursday morning, and it looks like we'll have more chances going into Thursday afternoon. Right now it's 88. The actual temperature in Madison, Janesville at 88 as well, up to the Dells, while Mineral Point 81. Across Dane County, everybody in the mid to upper 80s, so it is a steamy late afternoon going into the evening. It's going to be like that again tomorrow. There's the first warning alert today because of the potential of strong to severe storms. Once again, mainly after dark tomorrow night. Still rounds of storms Thursday into early Friday. Then we get into a drier weather pattern for the weekend. Humidity comes down a little bit. Can't rule out an isolated storm by Sunday into Monday. All right, our first warning traffic. We still have some slow traffic on mainly the eastbound lanes of the Beltline, especially around John Nolan Drive, headed over there toward I-3990.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Still to come, unemployment numbers are low, but now so are the job openings. A look at the latest numbers next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, that pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Heading out for a day at the beach or a weekend in the mountains. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V, or turn heads in the sporty Civic. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Job opportunities are slowly disappearing, and workers are increasingly sticking with the one they already have. That's according to the latest labor data on U.S. job openings released today. In June, hiring activity sank. Layoffs were limited, and the number of people quitting their jobs hit a 3-year low. Employees posted just over 8 million jobs. It is the second lowest monthly total seen so far this year, and hiring activity in June was some of the weakest seen in years, coming in at the lowest since April of 2020, when the job market collapsed at the start of the pandemic.
Turning to a recall alert to be aware of, nearly 2 million Teslas are being recalled due to hood issues. According to the notice from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, there's a risk of the car's software could fail to detect an unlatched hood, which could cause the hood to suddenly fly open and obstruct the driver's view. Impacted models include the Model S, Model X, Model 3, and Model 7. From 2017 through 2024, Tesla has released a software update to fix the issue. No injuries have been reported.
Target is offering customers a recycling discount just in time for that back-to-school shopping. From August 4th through the 10th, you can bring used denim to any Target store and receive a 20% off coupon for new denim. The recycling is limited to 5 used items of any brand in the store. The move is part of a growing consumer interest in reducing waste.
Our appetite for fast fashion is greater than ever. There's more brands, there's more incentives. The algorithms are giving right into our need to fit into trends. Yeah. But I do think that people are more aware of what's happening, and so they are asking the brands to start doing a little bit better, and so that, you know, maybe we can all work together to have a more sustainable fashion industry.
Target previously had a car seat trade-in program. It's not clear how the retailer plans to recycle the denim. We're back with a final check of your forecast after a short break.
Drug companies are making record profits while our families struggle. As a state lawmaker, I've passed bills to cut prescription drug costs. I'm Katrina Shanklin, and I approve this message because in Congress, I'll work with anyone to negotiate lower drug prices.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shanklin. I approve this message because we need an experienced Congresswoman. Right, Jed?
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, an important consumer alert. Amazon accused of distributing hundreds of thousands of hazardous goods. What we know about the crackdown on the retail giant. Plus the major recalls. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
A Madison podcast fighting for inclusivity. I'm Tanasia Shaw. Coming up at 6, a preview of tonight's podcast, Black Like Me.
I'm Jalen Banks, and tonight at 6, I'll share with you the story of a lung transplant recipient and their new lease on life.
And Kelly's back. One final check of the forecast.
Yeah, sticky out there this evening, but I think most of us will be dry, so no rain expected until maybe later tonight. You can see some of these showers creeping into the areas to the north after about 8, 9 o'clock, and that should fizzle before reaching the Madison area. But we do have a first warning alert day for some storms tomorrow, mainly tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and more rounds of showers and storms on Thursday and Friday. We'll lose a little bit of the humidity this weekend, still warm, but it does look dry before more storms arrive. Looks like by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, definitely a July, early August weather pattern setting up.
Warm weather out there. All right, Kelly. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.